Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm George Balvich, Dr. B from Let's Talk Sports, and welcome to Viacom CTV's broadcast of the Battle of Pleasanton Round 2 between the Dons of Amador and the Falcons of Foothill. Tonight's game brings a climax to the rivalry that has lasted for 15 years in this town. The early years of the battle were won by the more established school Amador. In the 80s, Foothill established itself, and to the point of winning 6 out of the last 7 games. In the first round meeting between these two traditionals, Foothill started off slow. Amador's man-to-man defense wore them down in the first half, and Amador led by 2 points at half. Foothill came on strong with the outside shooting of Crawford and Hansen to register a 66-55 win. Coming into tonight's game, the Amador Dons, ably coached by Don Underwood, are 16-6 for the season and firmly entrenched in second place with a 7-4 record in EBAL competition. They are currently ranked 10th in the East Bay and are second in the league in defense, giving up an average of 51 points while scoring 61. The Foothill Falcons, coached by Tom Hansen, are perhaps enjoying their greatest season ever. They are total record of 18-5 and are unblemished in league play, 11-0. They are ranked 7th in Northern California and score at an amazing 70 points per game while giving up 55. Foothill won, as I mentioned earlier, won the earlier contest between these two teams 65-55, but you can throw it out. It's a traditional. As you can see on the screen, it is a packed house tonight, overflow crowd, signs all over. The high school kids are really organized in their cheering sections, and so you really can't tell who's going to win this ball game when you have such traditional rivalry. The rivalry got off to a big start this afternoon at Falcon Field. The soccer teams of both schools played, the boys soccer teams, and Amador defeated Foothill 1-0 to capture the EBL crown. So our hats off to Coach Mike Dive and a tremendous season for the Amador Dons boys soccer team. In earlier action tonight, the Foothill Frosh avenged an earlier defeat, defeating Amador 38-35. They were led by Eric Havassal and Robert Early with 14 and 11 points respectively, and Mike Hansen had 6 assists in that ball game. Foothill is now in first place. JV action, the Foothill JVs thrashed the Amador JVs 74-59. Amador was led by Andy Spinola and Tom Costello, while Foothill was led by Jimmy Stevenson with 21 points. All right, you can hear we're just about ready to go. You can see this telecast tonight at 11 p.m., 7 p.m. Saturday and Monday night, and at 10 p.m. on Tuesday night. Okay, let's go with the visiting Amador Dons tonight, coached by Don Underwood. At one forward, number 23, a 6'2", 170-pound senior, Brian Patterson. At the other forward, a 6'4", 180-pound senior, Doug Peterson. At center, number 34, Michael Allen, their big gun, Amador's big gun at 6'5", 200 pounds. The two guards, starting at the point tonight, number 25, John Guard, a 5'11", 165-pound senior, and Mr. Assist Man for the Dons, Mason Campbell, a 5'10", senior, number 22. For the undefeated Falcons, their three-point bomber at one guard, Dean Bomaka, number 10, 6'1", 165 pounds. At the other guard, the point man, the assist man for the Falcons, a 5'11 and a half senior, number 20, Tim Hansen. At one forward, quarterback star for the Falcons, number 12, Kevin Lemo, 6'2", and the other forward rounding out the front line, number 23, Brian Crawford, a 6'3", do-it-all forward, and the big man in the center, a junior, number 33, 6'6 and a half, Greg Suppalato. Stay tuned at halftime. We will have a special halftime guest, Bob Suppalato, the player personnel director for the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll talk a little bit about college basketball. He's here on a scouting trip and stopped in to see his son Greg play tonight with the Falcons. Dons start an all-senior 5. The Falcons start 3 seniors and 2 juniors. About ready to go, and the crowd is in rare form tonight. Hope you can hear us throughout the broadcast. With me tonight is my ace statistician, Scott Andrews. We'll try to keep you updated on the scoring throughout the contest. The Allen, number 34 in the purple, and Zuppalato 33 in the white. Ready to go. 32 minutes of craziness. Here we go. Controlled by Amador. Peterson. Foothill starts out in a 2-3 zone. Campbell up on top to guard. Three-point shot is important to both teams. Foothill leads the league in three-point attempts, and Amador is second. Over to Patterson, whose brother Eric played here. One of the brother tandems along with Campbell. We'll talk about that a little later. Foothill in a matchup zone now, matching up with the 1-3-1 Amador offense. Out high to Allen. He's a good shooter. Shoots about 70% from the line, so you know you can touch it. And he gets it up there with a nice soft touch. High goes Patterson, puts it off the glass. Amador draws first blood. Nice offensive board by Brian Patterson. About 6'2", but he got up big that time. Amador in man-to-man. Vermaca tries to get it inside. Is stolen by guard. Tipped away by Allen. Nice defense by the Dons. Dons come into this game giving up 51 points on defense while averaging 61. Inside to Allen. Turnaround off the glass. In. Dons 4. Falcons. Falcons bring it down quickly. Zuppalato along the baseline. Almost loses it. Foothill, a very fine passing team. Moves the ball quickly. Look inside to Zuppalato. Hansen's got that three-pointer at all net. Hansen for the season, that's his 20th three-point goal. Vermaca leads Northern California with 55, and Hansen at 20 gives them a double tandem on that three-point shot. 4-3. Dons. Inside to Patterson, off the board. 6-3. Dons going inside to Peterson that time. Kissed it off the glass. Foothill looking a little bit sluggish here in the early goings, but they started off the same way at Amador, falling behind early and then coming on strong in the third and fourth quarters. Memo inbounds to Vermaca. Falcons set up. Crawford, quick move inside, rolls it off the rim, no good, tipped around, taken down by Memo. He loses it to guard. Guard streaking down court, lay it up on the glass. 8-3, and immediately Foothill wants a timeout. Tom Hansen doesn't like what he sees. So, with 5:42 in the first quarter, the Dons take a commanding 8-3 lead. We've got a timeout. We'll keep it right here. This is, of course, the second game in the series. Foothill is 11-0. The Dons firmly entrenched at second place with 7-4. Let's take a look at the EBAL standings. Foothill's on top at 11-0. Amador is second at 7-4. Then for those all-important third and fourth place spots, we've got 4 teams tied at third place at 6-5 records. San Ramon, Monte Vista, California, and Livermore all tied at 6-5, so we're going to have quite a scramble for those playoff spots. And Granada at 1-10, Dublin at 0-11, so that rounds out your EBL standings. We hope to bring you the EBL playoffs the 24th, 25th, and 26th. So look for TV 30 and community television to really get involved this year in prep sports. Out to Hansen. Falcons down by 5. Inside to Zuppalato, averaging 16 points a game, no good. Taken off by Vermaca, and as he goes up, he is fouled by number 22, Mason Campbell. Vermaca will get a pair. Vermaca, an excellent free throw shooter, second in the league at 73%. He is shooting close to 50% on three-point attempts. He's the premier three-point shooter in Northern California. Nice rotation on the ball, and you can see why he's such a fine prospect. Eyes it, buys it, cuts the lead 8-5. The Dons. Campbell, clever point guard to Patterson. Baseline jump shot, almost blocked, tipped around, stolen by Crawford. Saves it, streaking down the right side. Spin move off the glass, out of control. Offensive foul. Brian Crawford is extremely quick, but that time he got a little bit out of control. Long pass to guard, behind Crawford, lays it off the glass, partially blocked by Zappalato, the big Z. Here come Hansen, nice pass to Crawford, inside to Lemo. Beautiful fast break by the Falcons, 8-7. Well, I just got through saying the Falcons are an outstanding passing team, and there he had a perfect example of it. But the Dons are tough defensively themselves. Inside to Allen, partially blocked by Lemo. Check it, Zappalato, and the ref says he got him with his body. Zappalato doesn't like the call on that. Allen, a 6'5", 200-pound senior, averaging 17 points a game coming in, shooting a very good 69% from the free throw line. Eyes the bucket and rolls it in. Nice touch by the big man. Michael Allen has really improved his touch. Was just an inside player last year. Now can score from the outside. Buries both of them. Falcons get it out quick. Down the court. Zappalato streaking to the bucket. And number 33, Doug Peterson, got him on his way to the hoop. You can hear the crowd behind me. Some of the Amador fans sitting here don't like the call. Zappalato got a little hit in the nose there. He's okay. That's just the hazards of going to the hoop. Zappalato on the year, shooting 63% from the line, averaging 16 points a game. Buries the first one. Zappalato, a pleasant surprise this year. The big junior, averaging 8 rebounds a game, 16 points, 4 block shots. Buries both. 10-9 ball game. 4:32 to go in the first quarter. These two teams are really traditional rivals, and most of these young men played against each other in elementary school and junior high, so they know each other very well. Guard on the wing, tries to penetrate, can't go anywhere. Don's looking inside, got Allen outside. They give him that shot, and he's a good shooter from there. Buries it. 12-9. Foothill down quickly, and they're all over Bamaka at that three-point range. They know what a lethal weapon he is over there. There he is, three-pointer attempt. And off the back rim, but Crawford, flying tip, and saved by Lemo. And in the process, Lemo was fouled by Patterson. Well, when you have a shooter like Bamaka, that opens up the inside game. He's dangerous even when he misses because there's so many players on him that it opens up offensive rebounding lanes, and that's exactly what it did for the Falcons that time. Just seen on the screen what time this broadcast will be shown. 11 p.m. this evening, 7 on Saturday and Monday, and Tuesday at 10 p.m. And don't forget on Tuesday, my show, Let's Talk Sports. We'll get back to that in just a minute. Lemo missed the first shot, up, and rolls it, no good. Lemo, usually a pretty good free throw shooter, that time missed both. Patterson on the wing. Looks inside, dumps it into Allen, tipped away, but recovered. Guard. Outside to Allen. Guard looking inside, can't get it to Peterson, but Allen takes a long jump shot, no good. Pulled down by Hansen. Hansen, clever point guard, always looking to zip it inside, and that time Peterson intercepted the pass. Okay, here come the Dons. They'd like to win this game. They're in second place. Foothill has clinched the league, but the Dons would like to win this game. Pride, privileges in this town. Nice pass by Campbell inside to Guard. Guard will get a pair. John Guard, a 5'11", 165-pound senior, shooting very well from the line, 71%. Averages about 8 points a game. Very unselfish player, good defensive specialist. There's the first one. Guard had the responsibility of guarding Bomaka in that first game and did an excellent job on it. Okay. Jeff Morissetti checked in for Tim Hansen into the Foothill lineup. Morissetti was a starter when Brian Crawford was out, so he's like a starter. Very experienced player. And Guard loses the handle on that fast break. But Jeff Morissetti is called for the foul, and Coach Tom Hansen's a little upset at that call. As I was saying before, Morissetti was a starter. In one game he got 24 points, so he is a very good player coming in off the bench. And check that. That wasn't a foul. It was just a ball knocked out of bounds. So there's no foul on Morissetti. Inside to Allen, and he's sandwiched by a host of white shirts, guilty of a travel. Turnover, Amador. You can see the sign, "We own this town." That's in references to Foothill's win in football and the first round in basketball. However, today, the soccer crown belongs to Amador High School, where they defeated Foothill 1-0. Bomaka deflected. And in the process, Campbell got a little anxious and traveled, so turnover after turnover. And you will see a lot of turnovers in this ball game. It's an exciting game, crowded. Kids are a little tight to start with. Back to live action. I think we are. Had a little technical difficulty there, and so we're with you again. 2:24 to go. 13-9. The Falcons over the Dons. Excuse me, the Dons over the Falcons. Hansen in for Bomaka. It's been a typical first quarter for Foothill Amador. A lot of turnovers. Little tension on both sides. Amador's coming out playing good man-to-man defense. Foothill's turned over the ball a few times and haven't been able to really get their fast break going. In the corner to Hansen. Crawford dangerous on the wing. Kick by number 35, Mark Morley, just checked in for the Dons. Morley plays out top now with Guard. On defense, Amador looks like they're going to be in a 2-3 zone as Foothill and inbound the ball. Out top to Hansen, looking to get something going. Falcons trail by 4. Over to Morissetti, no good, but nice offensive rebound. He lays it up off the glass, no good. Go down by Allen. Here come the Dons. Long pass to Guard, lay it up off the glass, and goaltended by Zappato, but was an offensive charge on Guard before the goaltend. And Zappato might have hurt himself when he crashed to the floor. Offensive foul on Guard before the shot. Turnover Dons. No bucket. 13-9. Zappato up high. Gets in the paint. Puts a little jumper up off the rim. No good. High goes Patterson, streaking down the court. Brian takes it to the hoop, off the glass, good. Nice move by Brian Patterson. Brian is one of those players that gets better each game. He's come on very strong at the end of the season now for the Dons. Hansen out top. Morissetti on the wing. Foothill very quick. Lemo in the paint, off the glass. No good. Here comes Morley. 15-9 Dons. Similar to the first game. Dons start off very quickly. Now Foothill in matchup zone defense. Dons in a 1-3-1. 1:02 to go. They might go for the last shot here. Patterson on the wing. at the clock. They are definitely going to take the last shot here, or try to. Foothill laying back, giving themselves a little rest on defense. 40, counting down. As you know, in high school, there's no 30-second clock, 45-second clock in college. Girls have the shot clock, but not the fellas. Guard. Now Foothill comes out, extends their man defense a little bit. 24 seconds. Don's content to ride out this clock. Pace link. Link number 32. 9, 8. Here comes Allen, one-on-one. Up, off the glass, good. And at the end of the first quarter, a look at the scoreboard shows the Amador Dons surprising the Foothill Falcons 17-9. Well, it's amazing you have to be here to see these games. If they had a gym that had 5,000 people in it, you could probably fill it tonight. And good ball game, and it's a typical Amador Foothill game. Taking a look at the scoring in the first half, Foothill was led by Tim Hansen with 3 points, and that came on a 3-point attempt. And for the Amador Dons, their scoring was led by Mike Allen. The big center had 8 points, so he's having a good early first half of this ball game. Okay, back again to live action. I want to thank my spotter and scorekeeper, Scott Andrews. Whole crew's here tonight. Jim Bird, Nancy Walter, our camera. Jim Bird, our Viacom Public Access Coordinator, and does everything around Viacom. Okay, Hansen on the wing. Dons in their visiting purple. Oh, nice steal by Pace Link. Pace is a 6'7", 190-pound junior. Showed quick hands there. Dons with a big lineup now. Allen and Link. Allen 6'5", Link 6'7". Now the Dons kind of go into a delay game. They'd like to get Foothill to play man-to-man. That's exactly what they're doing. 17-9. Dons in a shuffling offense. And you'll see the players at the top go down and screen for the players at the bottom. They'll interchange the ball out the top. Link guarded by Memo very closely. Now the Falcons really extend their defense. Ramaka, Hansen really bothering Morley. He gets whatever inside to Mike Allen, and he's having a nice night. That's 10 points for Allen. 19-9. The Dons devastating the Falcons here early. Falcon fast break can't get started really because the Dons are making such a high percentage of their shots. Hansen on the wing. The Memo to Vamata, open for the three-pointer and got it. Oh, he's a nice shooter. He's got 59 three-pointers this year. And I tell you, that didn't touch the net. That was bottom of the net from there. 19-12. Dons by 7. Dons 16-7 on the year and 7-4 in league. And Falcons 18-5, ranked number 7 in Northern California by the San Francisco Examiner. 11-0, the Falcons have already cinched the league, and that's tough to play sometime after you've already cinched the league, but tonight it's a special game. It's for bragging rights. Outside to Campbell. Hansen all over Campbell. They've played against each other and together for 5 or 6 years, so they know each other very well. Turnover Dons, and Falcon quickness forces a turnover. 19-12. Amador in the lead. Now the Dons show a 2-3 zone defense. They very rarely play zone defense, but they're very effective tonight. Inside the Zappalato air ball, taken by Crawford. Nice recovery. And the quickness of Crawford there paid off. 19-14. course, Brian Crawford was out for about 2 weeks, and the Falcons played Morzetti and really didn't miss him. 5:21 to go in the second quarter. We'll break now. 19-14. The Dons lead the Falcons. You know, this is kind of a special game. First of all, you have a brother act for the Dons. Mason Campbell is playing right now, and his brother Mitch Campbell, of course, played at Davis, and Brian Patterson is the starting forward for the Dons. His older brother Eric Patterson played here and played at Eastern Washington, where he was an outstanding basketball player, along with Chabot College. There are some unusual things in this game. Foothill, of course, is a zone team. Amador is a man-to-man team, but as you saw tonight, Foothill's playing a little man and Amador's playing a little zone. You just can't tell what happens in this rivalry. This league this year has certainly been balanced, other than Foothill running away with first place. You've got the 4 teams matched at 6 and 5, along with Amador at 7 and 4. So it's going to be a wild scramble for the playoffs. Foothill will inbound, or Amador will inbound the ball. 19-14. Inside into Mason Campbell. Clever little guard, dribbles towards the baseline and dribbles the ball right off his foot. 4th turnover for the Dons. Foothill has excellent quickness, so their pressure could hurt the Dons. Dons traditionally a man team. On offense, like to get it inside to Mike Allen, although tonight Mike Allen has burned the nets off outside. Mamaka on top. Closely guarded by Morley. Now he takes it inside to the hoop and off the glass. Nice move by Dean Mamaka. Showing versatility now. He's not only an outside threat, but made a nice move to get inside. And that time, he knows that he made a very bad foul. And that is the 4th team foul on the Falcons. Dons already have 5, but it will be shooting 1 and a bonus next shot. Pace link to inbound. Big guy holds the ball over his head and gets it into John Guard. Here comes Campbell against Hanson. You'll see that matchup all night. Guard on the wing. Gets it inside to Mike Allen, lays it off the glass, no good. Pulled down by Lemo. Lemo has been a big addition to this short Falcon team on the boards. They needed his board strength. Came out late from football, where he was an all-league player, and really has helped this team off the boards. Hanson over to Crawford. Brian Crawford very quick, but that time almost lost the ball. In the process, he got fouled by number 33, Doug Pedersen. And that will put Foothill in a 1-on-1 situation. That's the 15th foul. 42, Rob Hankins checks into the ball game, as does number 34, Mike Allen. Brian Crawford at the line, 6'3", 165-pounder, averaging 14 points a game, 6 rebounds. Varies the first round. Shoots 68%, and to show you his quickness and his aggressiveness to the hoop, is leading the EBAL in free throw attempts. 116 free throw attempts. Varies the second one, cuts the lead, 18-19 Dons. So Crawford goes to the hoop a lot, and the reality of that is that he gets fouled. Okay, Campbell out top. Allen, long jump shot. Oh, he's on tonight. 22-18, Mike Allen. Really the offensive show for the Dons tonight. And as Mamaka drove into the key, he got fouled. And as you hear the Amador foul, Amador fans don't like the call at all. Back to the line goes Dean the Machine Mamaka. 16 points a game, 73% from the line. He'll shoot a 1-on-1. Bottom of the net. Boy, poetry in motion on those shots. Oh, he's smooth. He's smooth. Spin. He's got it. 22-20. Amador by 2. Here comes Campbell. Guard in the corner to Hankins. Out to Allen. Zuppalato on him. Speaking of Zuppalato, we'll have Greg's dad on. Bob Zuppalato. That's our halftime guest. Nice move. Brian Patterson, we told you he improved. Took it to the hoop that time. Playing very well for the Amador Dons. Following his brother's footsteps. Over to Crawford. Dons really showing strong defense here. Crawford on the wing. Back to Bamata. Gets it inside to Morsetti. Nice move off the glass, tipped around. Hankins comes down with it. Here comes Patterson. Don's going to set up 24-20. Little under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Boy, this is a much similar game to the one we had at Amador, the first game. Hankins out on top. Number 42, Hankins is 6'4", 175-pound senior. Transferred in from Florida. Over to Patterson. Campbell. Don's taking her time. Isolate Allen inside. He puts it off the board. No good. But in the process, he was fouled by, I believe, Zuppalato got him. Greg Zuppalato. Again, at halftime, we'll be interviewing Greg's dad, Bob Zuppalato, the player personnel director of the Milwaukee Bucks. Allen on the line this year. Shooting a very strong 69%, should be up in the 70 range now. Buries that one. Allen really making an impression on this Foothill team tonight. This is the second one, but nice offensive board by Hankins. 25-20, the Dons over the Falcons. On top to Patterson. They're spreading the court. They like getting Foothill in that man defense. Dons want to spread the Foothill defense. Campbell out and top to guard. Amador very disciplined under Coach Don Underwood. Very steady team, and Coach Underwood has brought this team along. They played a very tough early season schedule, including their own tournament, and of course they played St. Joseph's, and they're an outstanding team, number 3 in the Northern California. So they've really paid their dues to get here. Of course, Foothill, coached by Tom Hansen, 11-0. That record speaks for his coaching ability. Allen, 30 feet from the bucket. 128. They're going to sit on the ball, take some air off it. I believe they're going to sit on it until the end of the half, so should be a very low-scoring half. Amador content to run their stall, their delay game, as we say in coaching terms. Now they isolate it inside to Hankins. The big lefty turns and takes a shot. And Don Underwood is very upset at Hankins. And Crawford goes flying to the hoop. And as he flies to the hoop, he is fouled by, I believe, Patterson. And Don Underwood is upset with Hankins. Brings in Pace Link immediately. 25-20. 1:04 to go. Crawford will get a pair now. Crawford on the year again, shooting 68%. Crawford gets fouled. I'll tell you, this guy knows where the hoop is, and players who go to the hoop will live on that line. Roll that first one out, and in and out. 25-20. Don's still up by 5. And you can hear Don Underwood yelling out, one shot, one shot. Don's going to sit on the ball, take a little air out of it, try to go in with this 5-point lead. Guard out top. Over to Campbell. Pace Link, 6'7", junior. He could be a force next year in this EBAL. Very agile, very quick, big man. Okay. Foothill tightly, man-to-man. Don's looking for a last-second shot with about 3-4 seconds to go. They'd like to isolate Allen, I'm sure, inside. that's what they're going to shoot for. With about 8 seconds to go, you can look for Allen to go inside. They're just about ready to go in that. Campbell, they didn't have enough time, took it to the hoop, and Allen gets it back inside. A little 5-footer rolls around, no good. Wild scramble for the ball, and time has run out. So, a look at the scoreboard shows the Falcons of Foothill 20, the Amador Dons in an upsetting move 25, and we'll be right back at halftime for a special show with halftime guest Bob Suppalato of the Milwaukee Bucks plus halftime stats. Be with us, we'll be right back. Hi, this is George Balvich. Dr. B at halftime of the Amador Foothill game, and our very special guest is Bob Suppalato, the Director of Player Personnel for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Bob, you've seen a good basketball game tonight.
Yeah, I've seen a very good game. I understand the last game was a little bit the other way, but Amador has done a very fine job controlling the tempo. Foothill made a good run at him with great defense. I thought they put great defensive pressure on. And then I thought Amador played in their hands by holding the ball a little bit and let them back in the game, and now it's 5, so I think Foothill still has a real good chance.
Yeah. You have a little vested interest in the Foothill team. It's been a while since you've seen your son Greg play, only a junior. How does he look to you?
Well, he's not having his best game, George. I'd rather not comment on that, frankly. But he's had a good year. I saw him on the I've seen him on 2 different occasions about a month apart, and you know, obviously he's made some improvement over the year, but this is not one of his better games. The nice thing about basketball, there's 2 halves.
Yeah, that's right, and he's coming off a big win last week. Let me get to you. You get out to the West Coast and have to travel quite a bit now in your new job with the player personnel. What do you have to do? What are your responsibilities with a professional team?
Well, I evaluate talent, basically, is a very simplified way to put it. I evaluate talent at the collegiate level in preparation for the annual draft. And we have 2 very good picks this year. And then I evaluate the professional talent, the CBA, the people in Europe, just because I'm involved with trades. Our team is involved with trades. So I have to know basically all the talent in the professional and college basketball.
So you've got to know just about every good player in the country.
I better, or I'll be looking for another job. Maybe I can come and get your job, George.
No, you could probably do a better job right now. I don't know if they can hear us. This place is going crazy. But let me ask you this. What are your specific needs this year in terms of the Milwaukee Bucks?
Well, it's hard to say. We always are going to look for a big guy. Whenever that first pick comes up in the draft, which will be about the 15th pick, I'd say, in the draft this year, if there's a really good big guy, we'll have to take him. If not, point guard might be our next best position.
You know, your division is so tough. I mean, there's 4 or 5 teams that could almost win any other division. Out of the playoffs, look for the Bucks.
Well, I'll tell you, George, if we were to go in the playoffs tonight, all 6 Central Division teams would be in the playoffs, along with 2 of the Atlantic Division teams. So it's unbelievable that the way it's gone. We have a very tough division with Chicago and Atlanta, Detroit, ourselves, Indiana, Cleveland. They're all good teams. They're all above 500.
To show you how good that division is, the other day I looked, and Cleveland's last, but they're 500 team.
That's right. That's right. We beat them the other night, but they're a very fine team, and it's not an easy game. We're just beating up on each other.
Yeah, well, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come down and visit us at half. I want to thank your wife for a very special present she gave to me, and good luck to you and the Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay, thank you very much, George.
We'll be right back with some stats in the beginning of the second half. About ready to get going. We've got about 45 seconds to go in the halftime activities, and taking a look at the scoring of the halftime, the leader for Foothill is Dean Vomaka with 9 points, and they came from the line. Mostly he has 4 free throws and 2 field goals, 1 3-pointer. The big man for Amador is Mike Allen. He's got 12 points, or roughly half of their 25, and he's been scoring very, very well inside and outside. So Mike Allen having a big night for the Dons. Well, about ready to go. Another half for the Battle of Pleasanton. 25-20, the Dons lead. They'll get it out of bounds. Let's set their lineup. Pace Link, Mason Campbell, John Guard, Mike Allen, and Brian Patterson. Bigger lineup for the Dons. For the Falcons, Hanson, Bomaka, Memo, Crawford, and Morissetti. Zappalato taking a breather right now. Okay, Dons controlling Foothill in that matchup zone defense. They've played very good defense this year, only giving up 55 points a game, and that's very good for a fast-breaking team. Patterson takes it to the hoop, and he is fouled by Crawford. So we have the first foul of the second half. Fouls did not play a key role in the first half because of the slowness of the tempo. As you heard Bob Zappalato talking at our halftime show, the Dons have decided to sit on the ball when they had a lead. And inside to Allen. Oh, nice turnaround jump shot. Boy, he's been just spectacular tonight. Of course, this is his last time out against his arch rival Falcons in regular season play. They'll probably meet again in the playoffs. Hanson from 3-point range. Oh, off the back rim, and Allen skies. Nice rebound. Dons dominating the backboards throughout this contest, giving the Falcons only 1 shot. That has hurt the Falcon offense. They average about 70 points a game. Right now, they only have 20. So their offense is in low gear. Campbell passes up a shot and gives it to Patterson. Patterson looking to go to the hoop, and Hanson almost intercepts. 2 good basketball teams playing for bragging rights. Guard out on the wing. Very enthusiastic crowd tonight. A lot of side wagers on this game, and a lot of parents enjoying this traditional rivalry along with the kids. Allen sandwiched by white shirts, and Amador ball. Got a lot of press here, media representatives. In general, a lot of coverage of this game. Zappalato back in. 6'6" junior. Inside to Pace Link. Stolen by Crawford, and he dribbles it off his knee. And ends up, I believe, right in his girlfriend's lap. You want to watch this game tonight at 11 p.m. and again Saturday and Monday night at 7 p.m. and Tuesday at 10 p.m. Inside to Allen, and he's deadly. He's got 16 of Amador's 29 points. It's been the Allen and Allen show tonight. Allen of Amador. Bomaka, short. And who got the rebound? None other than Mr. Allen. Of course, my show, Tuesday night, Let's Talk Sports. This week we'll have the A's Vice President of Media Relations, Jay Alvis, Jeff Newman, former A's catcher, currently manager at Modesto, and Grady Fuson, the A's scout. We'll talk about the Oakland A's and their pennant chances this year and some of the good young players. Inside to Patterson. Good, strong move, blocked by Crawford. Here come the Falcons. Crawford on the wing. They like to run. Hanson got it now to Bomaka. Oh, from downtown Pleasanton. That must have been a 35-footer. No go. Falcons live on that fast break. Didn't get it that time. And now the Dons content to set up and run their offense. 29-20. Dons up by 9. Biggest lead was 10. Falcons cut it to 5 at half, but have slipped here in the second half. Guard on the wing. That's a great name for a basketball player. Nice defensive player. Guards guarding guard. No wonder he's so good on defense. Oh, stolen that time by Memo. Nice play. Here come the Falcons. Traditional fast break team, but disciplined fast break. Get it inside to Zappalato. He scores. Nice sideline fast break. Nice passing by the Falcons. Okay, Campbell against Pleasure. Now Foothill in straight man-to-man. Pace link over to guard. Amador now looking very deliberately inside for Mason Campbell off their flex offense. Nice patience and nice offense by the Dons. 31-22. Turnover, Falcons. Here comes Patterson. Lays it off to guard. Lay it up. Good. 33-22 on the Dons explode. Timeout, Foothill. Oh, the Dons have exploded, capitalizing on a couple of Foothill turnovers to explode to their biggest lead of the evening by 11, 33-22 with 3:25. And this is really surprising because to hold a high-scoring and well-passing team like Foothill on their home court to 22 points midway through the third quarter is really a credit to this Amador defense. And to be honest with you, Foothill has turned the ball over numerous times and they've hurt their own chances and are not getting any offensive rebounds. So they've been getting one shot, missing. Amador's been getting the ball, bringing it down, setting up, and so that has hurt the Falcon cause. Amador seemingly playing better now towards the end of the season, and you can look for them to be a EBL Shaughnessy playoff threat. And it's quite conceivable that Foothill will have their hands full in the playoffs with this Amador team again. Two fine coaches, Don Underwood, Tom Hansen, and incidentally, they both have kids going to Harvest Park Junior High, and Ty Underwood and Kim Hansen, I understand they even dance together at dances, so hope they didn't give each other secrets away. Good friendly rivalry here in this town, but not too friendly on the court. Vamaka, bottled up tonight, only has one three-point attempt. On the baseline of Crawford, very quick along the baseline, 33-24. Falcons cut it to 9. Here comes Allen up the court. Give it to Campbell. Wants to get Hansen off him. Inside to Allen, turns to the baseline and surrounded by white shirts. Allen has really been a superior player tonight, dominant player on the court. And he is the second leading scorer in the EBL, 17 points a game. And he's helped himself tonight. Hansen slips. Campbell gets around him. Gives off to Allen, but patiently decides not to take the shot and work for a better one. Time's on the side of the Dons. Patterson in the paint, rolls around, and it's a wild scramble. Looks like all-star wrestling there for a minute. And we'll have a jump ball, and the arrow's pointing in Foothill's direction. Link checks out, and in comes number 33, Doug Peterson. Foothill primarily combination senior-junior teams. Upalato and Hansen back next year. Amador pretty much a senior team. Just as we say that, number 35 checks in, Mark Morley, 6'1", 165-pound guard. Has a younger brother who's an outstanding football player at Amador. Out to Hansen, out top. The white-clad home-standing Falcons on the short end, 33-24. Have not been able to get the ball into Zuppalato much tonight. And the Dons have pretty much stopped Zuppalato and Vamaka. Wild scramble on the floor, still loose. And looks like grease ball down there. Someone put a little bacon grease in that ball, and no one can get it. Don Underwood's upset with the call. Out to Vamaka. Back to Hansen. Long pass over to Crawford. Takes it to the hoop. Off the glass. Bounce. In. 33-26. Nice move by the cat-like Crawford. Very quick, particularly on the baseline. Here comes Morley. Hounded by Hansen. To guard. Almost takes it to the hoop, but decides better of it. 1:43 to go. 33-26. Dons holding on to a 7-point lead. A lot of noise tonight in Falcon Pavilion. And Morley says Hansen's chopping him, giving him karate chops, and Morley doesn't like it. And that time, Hansen got him. There's no love lost between these two teams on the court. 33-26, 1:26 to go in the quarter. Amador looks like they'll be content to sit on it. Here comes Morley. Hansen almost steals. Morley gets it out on top. Don's ready to set up in their delay game. Very low scoring game by purpose. That's the way the Dons want to play. And tipped around. Tipped by Zappalato over to Vamaka. Out to Hansen. Back to Lemo in the key. Up and in. Nice move by Lemo. 33-28. And we got a foul on Brian Crawford as the ball went in the hoop. He was called for a foul. Second team foul on the Falcons. They're down by 5. At one time they were down 11. Now the Falcons go full court pressure. And almost intercepted by Hansen, and he commits his second foul. Third team foul on the Falcons. 52 seconds to go. 33-28 Dons. Dons will inbound. Dons do not have any fouls. And just as I say that, John Gard is check that. Mark Morley is guilty of the foul, so that's their first team foul. And Foothill will inbound on the turnover. 33-28. Costly turnover for the Dons. They had possession. All they had to do is get it in, and foul of frustration sometimes. And talk about frustration. There you saw Tim Hansen, a little frustrated. Ball just dribbled off his foot. Thought he was playing soccer. Okay, down to 40 seconds in the third quarter. Morley trying to get it up against this intense Foothill pressure. Hansen goes on the floor. And long pass out of bounds. And the Dons return the favor to the Falcons. Boy, we've had nothing but turnovers in the last minute here. 33-28. Falcons get another chance to cut it. 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hansen out top will settle down this offense. Tipped around inside to Crawford. Oh, lays it off the glass. 33-30. 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here comes Allen. 7-6. And the Amador people are yelling, go to the hoop. And here comes Morley. Inside to number 21, Kevin Hankins, and he lays it up at the buzzer. Kevin Hankins got free along the baseline. Morley found him, and he laid it up. 35-30, might be a big bucket. Well, at the end of this third quarter, no one wanted to score. It was turnover after turnover. 5 turnovers within 2 minutes, and right at the end, Morley got the ball to Hankins. Nice move along the baseline, and that's his first bucket. He just got in the ball game. Number 21, Kevin Hankins, a 5'11 junior, and gave the Dons a 35-30 lead, and that might be a big bucket. Watch this game tonight at 11. And for those who like basketball, you can see it Saturday, Monday at 7 p.m., and Tuesday after my show at 10 p.m. You can watch Let's Talk Sports at 8:30, and then watch basketball at 10. So we have an all Channel 30 night on Tuesday night. And a look at the scoring going in this third quarter. Brian Crawford now leads the Falcons with 10 points, and Allen has 16 of their 35. He's having a nice evening. Amador will inbound. We're starting the last 8 minutes of the Battle of Pleasanton. Guard, double team, over to Campbell. Campbell gets it to guard. They're looking inside, taking a little time off the clock. Amador is not looking for that outside shot. Peterson on the baseline. He's got Hankins inside, but decides to give it back to Campbell, who got some instructions from Coach Don Underwood. Don's working the ball inside, and Zappalato comes flying out of nowhere to tip the ball away from Allen, and he took a hard spill on the floor. That's his second spill of the evening. Tough kid, though. He gets up and guts it out. And Coach Hansen doesn't like what he sees. Zappalato has been injured and immediately puts in Mike Alfano, number 34, another one of Foothill's football players, 6'3", 185-pound center. It'll be his job to guard Mr. Allen. Tough assignment for the young junior. 35-30, 7:32 to go in the Battle of Pleasanton. Allen out top, puts it on the floor, and as he does so, took the bus and leaves the driving toss. Travel. And Amador will call a timeout. 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter, 35-30. Well, you just have to be here sometime to see these rivalries, and if you live in the vicinity, I'm sure that you've gone to games in your area. Livermore, Granada games, Monte Vista, San Ramon, Dublin, Cal High, and Foothill Amador games. And these traditional rivalries really bring out the best of the crowd and the fans and the game in general. It's really fun to see this type of traditional rivalry. A lot of good sportsmanship, too. And this means a lot going into the playoffs. It gives both teams a lot of momentum to win this game. Don't forget, there's still 2 more games left in EDL competition. Amador would like to get a firm grip on that second place spot so they could play the third place team and have the home court advantage in the opening round of the playoffs. Of course, Foothill will have the home court advantage playing the fourth place team here at Falcon Pavilion, and whoever that fourth place team may be, because there's 4 tied right now. Memo gets it inbound. Zappalato back in the ball game after a short breather. I'd like to thank my scorekeeper, Scotty Andrews. Of course, Scotty's a sophomore at Foothill, and every time Foothill scores, he claps. So you hear a little extra rooting for the Falcons, Scotty Andrews. Here's Hansen on a dribble weave out top to Bramaka, trying to shake guard loose, and he can't. That was a play on words. Crawford out to Bramaka. Dean the Machine has been kind of silent tonight. And tipped away off an Amador player, and Foothill inbound under their own bucket. Foothill has 3 personal fouls, team fouls. Amador only 1. Bramaka, 3-pointer. And that time they set him up nice. Cuts it to 2. Big bucket. 35-33, and the Falcons come back strong. Okay, Campbell inside to Mr. Allen, and he tries to get off the shot. And he's hammered by, I believe, number 23, Brian Crawford. There were 3 Falcons around him. Every time Allen's got the ball, there's been 3 right shirts around him. He looks like a salami sandwich on rye. And I tell you, he got hammered pretty hard that time by Brian Crawford. His 3rd personal. Allen, 70% shooter on the line. Buries it. Dons with a 3-point lead, 36-30. It's heartbreak time now, 6:23 to go in the fourth quarter. That's the second one. Dons extend their lead to 4, 37-33. This is George Valvich, Dr. B. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of this traditional playoff-bound team game between the Dons and the Falcons of Foothill. Hansen. Wild pass in the corner of Bramaka. Gets it to Memo, who momentarily lost the ball, then got tied up by guard, and they give it to Foothill. The arrow's pointing in Foothill's direction. Well, I'm going to have to gargle tonight because my voice is about gone after this. Hansen looking to inbound the ball. Gets it inside to Memo. Nice position, and as he goes up, he is hammered by Peterson. And Peterson looks at the ref and says, "Not me, I didn't touch him." That's the way all players are. You foul somebody and look at the ref and say, I didn't touch the buck. There comes one of my favorite players, Pace Link, into the game, not only because he's good and 6'7", but I like his name, Pace Link. He's going to make my all-name team this year. John Guard and Pace Link. I like those. Memo has had a tough time this evening. 37-33. Exactly 6 minutes to go in the ballgame. And rolls it in. We'd like to thank the athletic directors, both schools, Tom Sheridan from Foothill, Rich Canfield from Amador, and the principals, Cyril Bonanno of Amador and Roger Dabney of Foothill, for their cooperation. Could not put this telecast on without their help and their assistance. Ramaka, three-point range. Oh, no good. Tipped around, right into Lemo's hands. Oh. Oh, they're going crazy. 37-36, Amador by 1. Here comes the Falcons, chasing Campbell. Gets it inside to Allen, and he is smothered again. And this time they call it on Zapalato. And that is his 4th personal. Brian Patterson checking back into the Dons. And now Allen will get a pair. And there's some discrepancy. They want to know whether he's shooting 1-on-1 or 2. And now it's a 1-on-1 situation. They fouled him before the shot attempt. So Allen will get 1 and the bonus if he makes the initial shot. We'll let you see it. 38-36. Falcons down by a deuce. Allen has been sensational tonight. And now the Dons extend their lead to 3. Here's Wamaka, 3-point range. Decides to give it off to Crawford. 5 minutes left in this ball game. Hanson to Lemmel. Lemmel sees a little opening but decides not to go. Wamaka, open momentarily, slides along the baseline, tied up, gives it to Hanson. He's in 3-point range, corner, got it! Tie game. Hanson. Oh, boy. Oh, man, what a ball game. 4:38, 39 apiece. Oh, they're going crazy here in Falconville. They are going bananas. Patterson on the wing. Looking inside. Link into the paint. Flying, one-hander. Too short. And touches nothing. And the Dons blow an opportunity there. Falcons will inbound. And immediately in comes number 42 for the Amador Dons, Bob Hankins, 6'4" senior. Pace Link comes out looking a little tired. Here's Wamaka. Now the Falcons decide to stretch it out a little bit. They go into a semi-delay game. Get the Dons in man-to-man defense. Dons now in a 1-2-2 zone. Inside to Lemo as he goes up. The ball is tipped out of bounds, and it's Don ball. Okay, Don's getting ready to inbound. The Falcon fans did not like that turnover at all, nor that call by the referee. And as Mason Campbell came up the sideline, he apparently stepped out of bounds. It looks to me like the officials are losing a little bit in this ball game. 39 all. 3:42, and we got craziness here. Well, I tell you, if there's anybody in this place with heart troubles, they better get out. You can watch this game in the nice comfort of your home, relax and calm tonight at 11, Saturday at 7, Monday at 7, and Tuesday at 10 on our local station. Important because it's local, Channel 30. And I'm proud to be the sports director, Dr. B, Channel 30. And you can watch my show at 8:30. Might as well get in a plug. We got the Oakland A's talking Major League Baseball and the upcoming season. And I like the A's chances this year. This is George Balovich, Dr. B. And button up your seat belts. Go out and have a nice cool lemonade and come back, because we got 3:42 of absolute insanity. And I don't know if I can call all of it here, but we'll give it a shot. All right. Dons turn it over. Falcons will possess. And now the Falcons go into a 2-1-2 delay game. Mamaka and Hansen out on top. They want to get Amador in a matchup man-to-man so they can run a backdoor play or a cutting action to the bucket. Amador is still kind of not extended full. They're still in a 2-3 zone. Now they match up a little, and Crawford decides to bring it back out. So ideally, both teams would like to see them extend their defenses so they can get it inside on the drive. Amador doing virtually the same thing that Foothill is doing now. Foothill very quick. Tim Hansen, quick junior, gives it off to Zappalato. He wasn't quite ready for it. And now Mamaka, three-pointer. Oh! I'm not so sure that wasn't a set play. Coach Hansen put in a three-point spread offense. Guard, 15-footer, blocked. And here comes the Falcons. Momentum has switched. 42-39, 2:31. I tell you, that last three-point attempt by Mamaka might have been a set play. And inside to from Zappalato to Lemo, and Lemo will get 2 shots. Oh, that last three-pointer by Mamaka, I think that was a set play. Hansen drove the lane, and instead of taking it to the hoop, he passed it out to Mamaka, and that three-point shot's like a lay-in to him. It isn't often you work for a layup and then pass it out for a three-point shot. But Dean Mamaka's that good. Lemo. Up, no good. 42-39, 2:24. And the Falcons have taken the biggest lead of the evening. Their biggest lead. They were down at one time by 11. Same script last game. They came back strong in the second half. Lemo gets 1 out of 2. 43-39. The Falcons by 4. 2:24 to go. Here come the Dons. Campbell handling the ball all night. Over to Patterson. Into Allen. Surrounded by the Falcon Army. And he still got it off. 43-41. Allen has been sensational. He's had 3, 4, 5 guys on him at a time. Still has scored. Crawford sees the bucket. Gives it inside. It's Zappalato. Counted. 43, 45, 41. And he is fouled. Count it. Oh, this Foothill spread offense is a thing of beauty. Very, very disciplined delay game. Very nice offense by the Falcons. 1:55 to go. 45-41. The Falcons by 4. On the season, Zappalato is shooting 63%. And he'll have 1 shot only. Okay, here we go. And on that shot, we have had a timeout, but I do believe number 33 3, Doug Peterson has fouled out. So a look at the scoreboard shows the Falcons 45, the Dons 41, and our halftime score, of course, was 25-20, and the Falcons have clawed their way back in, primarily through good man-to-man defense and that spread offense. And I'll tell you, when they go on the spread offense, they drive to the bucket and kick it back out for Vomaka to take an uncontested three-point shot. He's been tightly guarded by the Dons, but they can't guard him when they're spread out, and someone's penetrating to the hoop. So that has been a very, very productive offense for Coach Tom Hansen and his 11-0 Falcons. Oh, man, I'm worn out. And just think, we've got the playoffs coming up. I hope I'm around. This is great, great basketball. And if in your area, make sure you get out and see these EBL teams play. They are really playing good basketball. And I really think we've had a lot of turnovers, but I think part of the reason for that is the intensity and just the effect of the crowd and the rivalry between these two teams. Okay, Greg Zappalato, the big seed, 68% shooter from the line. There's big free throw, 46-41, and Zappalato clutched it. He clutched it that time. Okay, guard, open on the side. Foothill, man, down, way out. But he can shoot that three-pointer. He's got 5 this year. Patterson, looking to guard. Don's got to do something with it. Allen gets a three-pointer. He got it. Oh, what a nice shot. Oh, man, what a game. Here comes Crawford. And as Crawford goes to the hoop, he is fouled by number 35, Morley. And that's the 14th foul on Amador. And check it, that's the 15th foul. And so Brian Crawford will shoot 1 and 1. 46-44. The Dons won't die. 46-44. The Falcons by 2. And Brian Crawford for a 1 and 1. 68% shooter from the line. Buries the first one. 47-44, but three-point lead isn't anything anymore with the three-point line. Just saw Allen shoot one. Crawford up, spin, perfect. 48-44, the Falcons by 4. 1:25 to go. Here comes Morley. Falcons now in a 2-3 zone. Outside is Morley and Campbell playing catch. Time ticking away. Amador coach is yelling, shoot the thing. Get it inside. Got it inside to Patterson. Turn around, block. Taken down by Crawford. He's surrounded and finally fouled by Allen. 105. 48-44. And Crawford will be on the line. And Don Underwood, the Amador coach, is beside himself. He thought Patterson got fouled. No call. And Crawford in turn gets fouled by Allen. Crawford shooting 1 and a bonus. Up, buries it. 3 free throws in a row by Crawford. Stretches the Falcon lead, 49-44. Still plenty of time, 105. And with 105 to go in the ball game, Amador takes a timeout. Let Brian Crawford think about this one. 49-44. Oh boy. I'll tell you, this has been an absolute crazy ball game. I'm really exhausted. But before we go off the air tonight, I would really like to thank Jim Burt, our Viacom Public Access Coordinator, for all his hard work. He gets here at 5 o'clock, and it's really tough setting up. I'd like to thank our camera lady, Nancy Walters, for all the great shots. She even makes me look good. I'd especially like to thank Scott Andrews, our trusty statistician, jack of all trades. And also, I'd like to thank Bob Zappalato for coming and being our halftime guest, and all the other people at Viacom and TV30 CTV that make these broadcasts possible. I'm your host, George Balvich, and stay tuned. After the game, we'll have a little post-game show if there's any life left in me. Crawford buries it. 4 straight free throws by Brian Crawford. Lifts the Falcons 50-44. Morley, 18-footer, no good. Campbell brings it back out. 55 seconds to go. No good by Campbell. Patterson to guard. No. Zappalato with a rebound. Here comes Hansen to Lemo. 45 seconds. Lemo inside. Off the glass. Count it. 52-44. Oh, my goodness gracious. Absolutely Nutsville. Absolutely Nutsville. What a turnaround. Zappalato got a rebound after Amador had 4 attempts. Got it down to Lemo, and Lemo lays it off the glass and is fouled. 52-44. 42 seconds to go. Got it. The Falcons look like they're going to be a perfect 12-0. 53-44. 38 seconds to go in this one. The Dons, what a heartbreaker. They've led all the way. Here comes Allen, 3-pointer, no good. Bounce, bounce. And Bamaka skies for the rebound to Lemo, and he's tackled by Morley. And that'll be 2. Whoa. And you can't blame Morley. Mark just had a lot of frustration. It's tough. It's tough. This Amador team is to be congratulated. They fought, clawed, played great defense. They gave an intentional technical. Lemo will get 2. Buries the first one. And now the Falcons pull out 54-44. Almost an identical game to the first one played at Amador. And the Falcons will get the ball out of bounds, and the Falcons will win the Battle of Pleasanton, round 2. But there's still the playoffs. .23 seconds to go in this one. 54-44. Some of the Amador people dejectedly leaving the ball game, and it's been a tough game for them. Amador played so well, had things going for them all through the game, 3/4 of it, and then they let the tempo slip away. They wanted to play very slow, and then in the beginning of the 4th quarter, the Falcon pressure got them running a little bit. They got a little bit running out of control, and as a result, the Falcons were able to get back in it. Credit Coach Tom Hansen on putting in his tight man-to-man defense the second half, and that spread card offense got the Falcons going. And you don't get 12-0 by not being a good coach. He gets my vote for Coach of the Year in the EVAL this year. Who? I'm definitely going to have to take a little rest after this one. Inbound to Crawford. There's Zappalato! Icing on the cake. Icing on the cake. Oh, nice out of bounds. No one was guarding Zappalato. And Campbell comes down and answers on a 3-pointer. But it's academic. 56-47. 7 seconds. And Lemo is fouled. Oh, Zappalato's stuff was icing on the cake. And the Foothill fans will be partying tonight. There'll definitely be a lot of partying in Pleasanton tonight. Oh. Lemo gets it, 57-47. It's academic, 7 seconds left. Oh. Gets the next one, 58-47. Oh, what a frustrating evening for the Dons, I tell you. And that's it. And that's it. We got craziness on the court. The Foothill Falcons have defeated their arch rival, the Amador Dons, for the Battle of Pleasanton, 58-47. The Falcons go 12-0. The Dons 7-5. But what a ball game. And now they got Tim Hansen up on the rim, cutting the nets down. So the Falcons sweep the Dons. First time in Foothill history that they sweep the Dons in basketball, if my memory serves me correct. And this is George Balovich trying to get a post-game show, and I'll tell you, there's absolutely nuts here. Final score, Foothill 58, the Dons 47. A little cap at halftime, it was 25-20, Amador. They were playing very slow, deliberate, and Foothill was in trouble. Through the third quarter, the Dons also tried to add a little outside scoring, and finally at the end of the third quarter, Foothill has creeped back into the picture, only down 3. But the fourth quarter belonged totally to Foothill. Their man pressure extended the Don offense. Their extended offense, Foothill's extended four-corner offense, led to numerous buckets inside, and the Falcons exploded past the Dons, 58-47. The high point man tonight for the Foothill Falcons was Dean the Machine Bamaka, and he got 5 of those in the critical fourth quarter. But credit his three-point bucket and assist from Hansen that got Foothill their first three-point lead. And then it was, and as I say that, you see a close-up of Tim Hansen on the rim. Outstanding assist man. But credit Brian Crawford with 6 clutch free throws, and Greg Suppalato with a pair of clutch free throws, which got the Falcons their biggest lead. So it was Dean the Machine Bamaka and Mike Allen. What a game he played. 28 points for the Amador Dons, and what a way for this senior to go out. You can't say enough about this gutty Don team and our fine coach Don Underwood, and Mike Allen had the game of the century for him. And that tells it all. So we're going to leave with that shot of Tim Hansen. That's it. That tells it all from Falcon Gym. This is George Balovich. Watch this show tonight. Saturday night at 7. Monday night.
Of basketball fans in this part of the country, and to a lot of coaches, this place is called